Hello, I'm Bradley and welcome to my channel. Are you stressed over your hair? Is hair loss becoming more of an issue for you? And do you find that every time you're going to style your hair, you're just seeing that it's thinning? And how long has this been going on for? In today's modern world, hair loss can affect so many people, both men and women, for a multitude of reasons. So I myself have walked that road and have battled it, and I always say to my subscribers and to anybody who is looking to improve their hair, there is not just one product I have found which helps hair growth and really combat hair loss. It is a battle, and there is a multitude of things you can do to take control of your hair problems. I'm going to say problems because it is a challenge, my friend. It's not an absolute end of life sentence, because with the most greatest will in the world, let me just stress to you that whatever hair you have, you are absolutely incredible because you're an individual. There is only one of you in this world. And even the most finest, thinnest hair can still be super cool on a guy and stunningly beautiful on a woman. But today I want to share my tips with you on how to achieve thicker, fuller hair. And these tips have really worked for me. So let's start by talking about diet. So for many of us, we all think that we have a perfect diet, but when actually push comes to shove, when we look at our diet, we could really do with improving things. So what I would always recommend is really trying to revamp your diet in terms of increasing fruits and vegetables. So straight away, those leafy greens, which a lot of people pass in the supermarket, but you really want to incorporate them in your diet. Proteins, so things like chicken, things like eggs, you want to really get as much as you can in your diet, but of course not over the top, just really incorporate it several times a week throughout your diet. The next thing, omega-3 fatty acids. Fish, how often or when was the last time you had that within your meals throughout the week? Really try to incorporate that as well. Another thing, such as seeds and nuts, such as flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, really any of those really do pack a punch in your diet and really start to make a difference. And you'll feel overall health, you'll feel that your stomach health improves, you'll feel that your digestion, you'll feel that you have a little bit more energy with really paying attention to your diet as well. Water, how many people, how many of us go throughout a day, throughout work, and barely take a sip of water, where you're just rushed off your feet, or you just physically have not got the time to do it? Really try to look at your hydration, your water intake. Several cups of coffee throughout the day might not be enough for you, so really look at your hydration levels. You're going to feel the benefits of your skin, so you're certainly going to feel the benefits of your hair as well. The next thing I want to talk to you about, and I've made a note for myself so I can include all of my tips which I've been working on. So I've looked at diet for you, and next on my list is scalp. So okay, what can I do about my scalp? So one of the most important things you can do, and try and do this throughout a weekly basis, try and do it a handful of times, scalp massage. When you wash and condition your hair, really take the time to massage your scalp. So for me, for example, my areas could be in my hairline, in my crown area, or predominantly just all over. Let's be honest, prevention is by far better than cure. So scalp massage. And when we're talking about scalp massage, I mean with the soft parts of your fingers, okay, and just taking the time, okay, I'm doing a little bit lower so you can see, just to really massage and get that nutrient blood flow pumping in those areas. So you're feeding the areas of the hair, so therefore there's increased blood flow getting to that hair, so there's going to be more energy, more nutrients getting to your hair, and just that stimulation, that invigoration, and that rejuvenation of hair roots. So really concentrate on scalp massage. Now, if you can, daily would be a really great thing if you're really super concerned and you're seeing a lot of hair fall. Now, scalp massage can be increased, the kind of efficiency, and we can really boost our scalp massage and the benefits of scalp massage by using an oil when we do this. My favorites are rosemary oil. Now, there is a lot of hype out there about rosemary oil, but rosemary oil is fantastic. Let's just talk about why. So thinning, the predominant reason for thinning, when we talk about hair thinning here, androgenic alopecia, so male pattern related thinning, female pattern related thinning. Biggest culprit, 5-alpha reductase, is an enzyme which converts testosterone into DHT, which is the byproduct of testosterone, and in theory that shrinks the follicles to the point where hair growth is exhausted and it can no longer fulfill a hair at all, so therefore i.e. hair loss and thinning of hair, those thinning areas. So rosemary oil is said to block that enzyme 5-alpha reductase, so really great if you can incorporate that in your scalp massage as well. So take a few moments to massage that oil into your areas which you're concerned with, or perhaps all over your hair, and just leaving it for, I would say, if you're new to it, leave it in for about 10, 20 minutes, up to about 30 minutes, until you start getting used to it. Never ever use an essential oil in its raw form. It will be far too potent, far too strong, and it will be aggressive on your skin. So you want it with a carrier oil. So at the end of this, I've got a great clip, I say so myself, which are having really, really great benefits of the oil. So there's a rosemary oil I'm going to link on the end of this clip as well. Another great one as well for DHT blocking properties is pumpkin seed oil. It smells absolutely amazing, and it's great to incorporate in your health of your scalp and hair care as well. Okay, so let's move on. So my next one I want to talk to you about is stress. Now you may think, oh, what's that got to do with it? Stress builds up all sorts of hormones in our body, which absolutely plays havoc with, for example, our skin, our energy levels, and just being super, super stressed is generally not great, but your hair absolutely hates it. So if you're somebody who's seeing excessive shedding, if you're seeing that whenever you're shampooing or washing, conditioning your hair, that you're just seeing so much hair, analyze your life. Have you gone through something in the last couple of months? Are you going through something right now? You're finding it just all too much. In that case, mindfulness, my friend, just taking a moment just to really switch off from the world, concentrating on an image in your mind and just letting everything else just melt away from you. It is not easy, but try to switch off from stress. Try to really gain a control over what stress you have in your life. And little by little, you will feel the benefits within yourself. And when you're feeling better on the inside, when you're feeling greater throughout, and you're just reducing that stress, you're going to be feeling so much more of a benefit in your hair, and hopefully, fingers crossed, that's going to be helping your hair as well. Okay, so let's move on. So the next one I want to talk to you about is calm down on the styling. Okay, and let's throw in there the colouring and what we actually do to manipulate our hair as well. So for me, I have a top knot style here as well. Now, I can get away with a style like this with using something like rosemary oil, for example, or pumpkin seed oil, or for example, caffeine, like a caffeine liquid energizer, for example, by Alpazine, or one I'm really loving at the moment is Percy and Reed, the Scalp Concentrate Tonic, and I can put that in, I can leave my hair wet, and I can comb it back loosely. I don't want anywhere going to be really, really tight, even though it looks really sleek. It's not tight at all. And then I can put it back and I can leave it all day. People think that I've spent a lifetime doing this style, but I certainly haven't. And it is something which works for me. So know what works for you. So in your styling, if you're somebody who blow dries your hair every single day, you can't go out without any heated appliances, have a look at the integrity of your hair, because if you're doing this every single day and something perhaps is going on in your body, then your hair is really going to suffer. So calm down on heated appliances. If you're someone who goes through all different colours of the rainbow in your hair and you're finding that your hair is really struggling, then choose something which is going to be softer. For example, if you're always using permanent colours, perhaps see if you can switch to something such as a semi-permanent or a demi-permanent colour, so it coats the hair rather than getting inside the core of the hair and doing all of those manipulations to the actual hair. Or if you can use even something natural to colour your hair as well. I know a lot of people choose to use henna, but if that's not for you, just really concentrate, for example, on what you do to manipulate your hair so you're rocking those cool styles, but are those cool styles, are they affecting your hair health? So really, really take just a moment to kind of step back and evaluate what you do to your hair. And can you calm things down? Can you wear more of a natural style? Or can you go a little bit longer in between washing and conditioning your hair? Are you washing the life out of your hair? Myself, I've done that throughout different stages of my life when I wore different styles like this. For example, if I've been busy at work or if I've been busy with studying, then rather than do too much, I'll wash it out and then I'll tie it back up, and in the morning I'll wash it again and I'll style it because it helps. But sometimes going a little bit longer in between washes and conditioning and all of those great things, yes, it can feel great, it can feel fresh, but do you know what? You're washing the life and integrity out of the hair. The longer you can go, you're going to keep those natural oils in the hair. You're going to be really looking after hair. And you will find that just naturally your hair will have more character, more volume, and it will be thicker as well. So really take a look at that too. Next, I want to take to you, so it's just fallen off my list here. So the last one I want to talk to you about, I've got them all pinpointed on the bottom of my screen here, so forgive me for that. But this is so important. I've got such a passion for great hair care. Why? Because it's got so much in terms of boosting our confidence. So that's why, and it just helps us, I feel, put our best foot forward in whatever situation. And being I've gone through it, it's something really quite close to my heart. I've got a hair type which seems like I get stressed, my hair suffers. If something happens in my life, whether it be work or whether it be health, Because let's be honest, there's so many elements which can affect our hair out there. Then I've been through it, so I really want to share these tips. So I'm really passionate about it. So hopefully you're taking sort of notes and sort of tricks and tips away, and hopefully you try them yourself. But the biggest one I've started really exploring in my own life the last couple of months is DHT blockers. Now, we've spoken about it already, but one of the biggest culprits, okay, and prevention is better than cure for hair loss, okay, and it is a battle. There's not just one product out there, okay, but we've talked about it already. But if you are dealing with hormone related hair loss or androgenic pattern-related thinning, so androgenic hair loss, so both for men, which is stereotypical areas in the temples and in the crown, or for a lady throughout the parting, and that overall reduced density or volume in the hair. The biggest culprit is that enzyme we've mentioned, 5-alpha reductase, which of course converts the testosterone into DHT, which sadly shrinks hair follicles to the point where it exhausts hair growth, so it doesn't grow anymore, so that hair thinning. DHT blockers, a very well-known one but a natural one is saw palmetto for men. For women, there's a really great study, all different things online about it, for pumpkin seed oil. Now please do your own research with this because it has to suit you, and I'm not going to say that it's going to be suitable for everybody because everybody's if they can kind of accept or if they can tolerate it, for example, with people's stomachs, let's be honest, if people have other medications, and just generally if you're happy to take a herbal supplement for your hair growth. So there's a multitude of reasons. But saw palmetto I take myself, so I take 2 capsules a day, and that is said to block that enzyme, so they're stopping that conversion from testosterone into DHT. I've had no effects, no nasty side effects or side effects of it at all. I am noticing thicker hair growth. I'm noticing thicker hair growth and stronger hair growth in my hairline, and my hairline is fuller and stronger, and I've got lots of short hairs throughout my whole scalp as well. And I've been doing that, oh goodness me, I think from about November, so we're now in January. So it's going really well. So I'd absolutely wholeheartedly, for my own experience, recommend that. Pumpkin seed oil is something which at the same time I was going to be supplementing at the same time as I started saw palmetto, but I've only just recently started taking that. But there are so many great things online about saw palmetto for men's hair and pumpkin oil for women's hair as well. But pumpkin oil, I would probably lean more towards women's hair, and saw palmetto for more men. But for a man, if you wanted to mix them both up, that would be really great, because of course if you're increasing the DHT blockers, so remember that 5-alpha reductase, the conversion from testosterone to DHT, anything we can block that, the saw palmetto and the pumpkin seed oil, then fantastic. For women, you can take saw palmetto, but just be really careful on that as well. I would hate to recommend that. Please talk to a medical professional before, if you're thinking of this, and really gain your own advice and do your own research, because I would hate for that to intervene or to mix up with anything else which could potentially be going on in anybody's life. For example, if you're taking any other supplements or medications. So please, I urge anybody to do your own research, and if you are ever concerned, then talk to a medical professional as well. But there are huge benefits there, my friends, and I have seen from the saw palmetto, and I hope to from the pumpkin seed oil as well, for just things to get stronger and ever stronger as well. But saw palmetto, absolutely love that. Lastly, what I'm going to be finishing up on today of how you can gain thicker, stronger, fuller hair. So ultimately you can boost your confidence, you can feel better, you can have that confidence in your hair growth, and you can put your best foot forward in any situation. And I always feel that with great hair, you put your great best self forward. But one of the greater things which we are going to finish on today is, quite simply, whenever you walk into a supermarket or a store, or wherever you buy your hair care products from, one of the biggest mistakes what people make is, if you've got fine hair or thinning hair, okay, both different but both bothersome, buy products which are suitable for your hair type. So stay away from anything such as smoothing and taming, because they're far too heavy for your hair types, and look for volumizing, texturizing, or anything for anti-thinning. So you want to look for products which have got, for example, saw palmetto in, things like such as pumpkin oil, things as menthol, anything mint, anything which is to awaken. With caffeine, for example, another great one in hair care products. And look for things which are going to naturally bulk your hair out, bulking your hair out from the shampoo, from the conditioner, and there are lots of leave-in treatments and things as well, or sprays and tonics which you can use. For example, in this clip we've mentioned, I really like the Alpecin Caffeine Energizer for men. There is a equal alternative for women, the Plantaire Hair Tonic as well, which has got that great caffeine in there, so that energization of the follicles, that rejuvenation of the follicles as well as the stimulation and awakening for potential thicker hair as well too. And then remember, one of my favourites which I've been using recently is the Persian Reed Scalp Concentrate Tonic, which is aimed at strengthening hair roots too, my friend. So please do your research. So hopefully from all of what we've talked about today, but just at the 15-minute mark, I really do hope that there is so much for you to take away and notes and sort of tricks and tips and things which you can start to help gain thicker, healthier hair. And remember, if you do have any questions or queries at all for me, please leave them down below and I'll do my utmost best to get back to you as soon as I can. God bless, take great care, and wishing you healthy, strong hair. Bye now.